Hello there everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well. First of all, please don't mind my appearance. I'm actually going to take my plaits out in a few hours time once we've arrived at our destination, because we are currently about to set off to go to the Cotswolds for the day. Myself and my best friend Jess have just spent a week glamping in Stratford-upon-Avon, and because we're due to check out today, we thought we would get up earlier and head to the Cotswolds and just have a really lovely cosy day. So we've got a few stops that are potentially set in stone. I think we're going to Coombe first for sure, and then dependent on how much time we stay there and dependent on weather and things, we've been thinking of stopping off at Bibury and Bourton-On-The-Water on the way back before we obviously return home to Coventry. I'm really excited for today because I've never actually driven to the Cotswolds before in my car since getting it, and it's something that I've planned to do for such a long time. The weather is looking beautiful. We've not had much sleep, so please don't mind my husky man voice. But yeah, we're about to set off now, lock up from our pod and get going. It takes us about an hour and a half to get to Coombe, and I've got a parking space that has been recommended to me, which is like a free lay-by. I just need to try and find it. So it's about 7 o'clock, as I said. We're about to set off. We should be there for about 8:30 hopefully, which is before all of the coaches and things arrive with tourists. So I'm hoping that our pictures can be nice and empty and we can explore it in peace. So without any further ado, before the video begins, please don't forget to give it a like, comment and subscribe down below. And other than that, let's go to the Cotswolds. Okay, so it's 9:30 and we've just arrived in Coombe. We've parked near the toilets, just over the other side of the bridge, because this lay-by is actually free and it's so close to the bridge. I think it's the closest one you can park in. There are a few others that we drove past, as well as a big, like, not multi-storey, but like a big car park at the top, which is also free, but it's about a 10-minute walk from there. So we're just going to head down to the bridge now. It's not busy at the moment, and we can take a few photos, have a little explore of the town, although I don't think there's too much here apart from the bridge, so we're not going to stay too long, and then we're going to move on to go to Bibury afterwards. But I'm very excited to be here. It looks so cute and I can't wait to show you.
Maybe our lives were not meant to collide from the start, but who could foresee the fall? Maybe it's time to decide what to do with the fact that it happens to us all. From time to time it all comes around.
Just on our way to Bibury, and outside of the car window we saw loads of like massive planes, and I pulled over into a lay-by and we're at the Cotswold airport. There's lots of little private ones coming in and landing, and also massive like old passenger ones too. It looks so cool. But we're going to stay here for like a few minutes and then carry on the way. We've got about 25 minutes left to go before we get to Bibury, so I'll catch up with you then. We've just arrived in Bibury. It's just gone 11:30, so we're doing really well for timings. I'm so happy we left early, because when we were in Coombe we were the only ones on the bridge, whereas when we left there was loads of coaches putting up with tourists, so I'm really happy about that. Parking in Bibury was a little bit complicated. There were no free spaces left in town, and so we managed to park on the Trout Farm car park. They didn't accept any notes in the payment machine, so we asked the lady at the trout farm to change it up, and she was like, don't worry, just park here free, enter your registration plate and you can stay here for free until 6 PM. So we're very thankful for that, because we've not had to pay for any parking. We're now just wandering down into the main town area. I don't really have any idea what's here, but we're going to have a little explore. find a toilet because I really need one, and we're also going to have some lunch here as like an early lunch because we've not really eaten anything yet, and obviously we got up really early, so we're both quite hungry. But that's the plan. I'll take you around, I'll show you what's here. I'm really excited to explore because I've never been here before, so I'm excited to see what it has to offer. So we've just stopped off for lunch in a pub called the Catherine Wheel. There's not many eating options here in Bibury, as you can probably imagine. It's quite small. There was a little cafe at the trout farm which did like sandwiches and stuff, but if you walk a little bit further away from like the town centre, you've got this Catherine Wheel pub. We've ordered, we've got our food. I went for fish and chips obviously because I feel like it's kind of criminal not to. I'll show you better in a minute, but it looks absolutely delicious. Also got a nice ice cold Pepsi Max to go with. The weather is stunning, so we are eating outside, which is I think my first time eating outside at a restaurant this year, so I'm very happy about that. Not much else to say really, but we're going to finish off eating this here and then move on to our next location, I believe, which is going to be Bourton-On-The-Water. We've been there before, so not entirely sure how much time we'll spend there, but it's kind of on the way home, so we may as well stop there along the way. So that's the plan for now, but I'm going to crack on with these fish and chips. I'll let you know what they're like because they look absolutely delicious. And yeah, just thought I'd update you as to what we're doing next. I'm sorry, but look how incredible this looks, and even the peas look nice, and usually the peas aren't very ideal for me when I come to restaurants, but that looks stunning. Absolute immaculate vibes. I can't even tell you guys how beautiful this meal was. If you're ever in Bibury, I highly recommend a trip to the Catherine Wheel. But after eating, we headed to Bourton-On-The-Water. We went down some really scary roads, as you can see. I just sort of drove and hoped for the best. But Bourton-On-The-Water is probably best known for these little bridges that run over the little river that go through the middle of the town. Super cute. We spent a lot of time sitting there, stopped for ice cream. I went for coconut and chocolate flavour, so it was basically like a bounty. And we basically just ate that and did a lot of reading. As you probably expected, I didn't actually film an outro to this video because what's new, but we had the absolute best time in Stratford-upon-Avon for the week and also exploring the Cotswolds. If you enjoyed them, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe down below so that you can stick around for more travel content because there is a lot more to come throughout the rest of the summer. And other than that, just thank you for watching.